and is right on time. So, good evening, everybody. My name is Robin Sullivan. I'm a very blessed Diamond Senior Ruby Ambassador with Plexus, and I'm always excited to come to you guys on our Thursday night calls because I get the great privilege of hearing from some amazing individuals on my awesome team that is scattered all throughout the country. So we come together every Thursday to really share our wins and share our wins with others. And so, and keeping in the theme of Halloween, it's on a Saturday this year. I don't know about y'all, but my kids won't be trick or treating. We never really were a super duper Halloweeny family. So we're going camping tomorrow, just to spend it with my family and some friends. But within this theme of Halloween and spooky things, we are going to be talking about being a mombie. Okay. And I don't know about y'all, but I relate to this definition. So if you were invited to this call and you received a graphic with the Zoom ID, it literally spelled out what a mombie is. So these three ladies tonight are going to be sharing why they used to identify with that definition, and how they have been impacted by Plexus, so they no longer are walking around like a mombie. So yes, a mombie is someone who, obviously they're a mom who does a lot of multitasking. I don't know about y'all, but if y'all can relate, raise your hand. Even if you're a guy, raise your hand if you're used to like constantly multitasking, doing all the things, especially now more than ever. In 2020, we've really had to sharpen our skills, right? Having the kids home for an entire year. Also, we are sleep deprived. We most of the time are humans that are feeding off of what? Caffeine, feeding off of stuff that the kids leave on the floor, right? We're just picking up the crumbs, right? And then also we're feeding off of the kisses of our babies. So that's what keeps us going. That's what keeps us fueled, but we need a little bit more than that in order for us to function properly. And also, I don't know about y'all, but I'm the main one that's guilty of this, known to stay up late to have some kid free time. So does anybody relate to that? Okay. I don't know about y'all, but I do absolutely. And even with Plexus and all the amazing things that it's done for my health, I still like to have my alone time at night where I am kid free. So without further ado, we are going to go ahead and get started with the individuals that are going to be sharing their wins tonight. I'm super excited to hear from our awesome ambassador, Judith Woods. Judy, go ahead and unmute yourself. Tell us where you're from and tell us your mombie testimony.
Okay, I'm Judith Woods. I'm located here in Jackson, Mississippi, by way of Chicago, and I am a Plex ambassador, and I am an awesome senior citizen and a grandmother of 7. So I say that to share with you, Plexus has really turned my life around. I'm gonna briefly, because I can't be a chatty catty, but when I was introduced with Plexus, it really, I'm gonna be truthful, Plexus knocked on the door, I peeped, opened it, but I didn't open it wide. But after 2 years later, when I was diagnosed with 4 health issues, then it was wide open. I'm a senior citizen now. You've got to handle this head on. So I was faced with high blood pressure, pre-diabetes, high cholesterol, and low vitamin D. And that's what I didn't have a choice. You're a senior now. You can't put off tomorrow what you could do today. So I went into it head first on. I took my medicine. I'm obedient. I'm a coachable, they've been told. But I also said, I want to go into something that plant-based, all natural, all these issues, health issues, was not on my agenda for retirement. I did not have it on my list. So I'm not going into it just taking that for granted. This is what you have to do because you're retiring. So I took my medicine and I took my supplements also. So my journey for medicine free was 18 months before my doctor finally said, you're medicine free. You have to come back every 3 months for your blood workup and everything. And that was fine with me. I've been kind of detained because of the because of the pandemic. And I was not losing my doctor. I was going back to Chicago like every quarter for one reason or the other. So as I'm coming into Mississippi, I have 7 grandkids, mind you. So I have to be mindful on it all the time. So one particular incident was the monkey bars. I'm going to the park with them and I'm seeing monkey bars. I haven't did monkey bars in years. Now I'm 69, mind you. So here I'm on these monkey bars, and I didn't even realize I had my pink drink, but I'm on these monkey bars. I'm getting to the top and I'm waving, and I posted it, and people say, Judy, be careful, be careful, be careful. I said, I'm good. So, and I say that to say, seniors out there, if any of you all are seniors, if your mother's listening, do what you want to do while you want to do. Plexus is giving me the lifestyle that I want. I exercise, I walk 1.5 miles a day. I drink half my body weight in water. I did lose weight. I lost more inches, and I don't have the bloated look. I don't have the bloated feeling, because really I didn't even know I had the bloated look until I looked at pictures and I said, was that really me? And my daughter was saying, yeah, that was really you. But I say that to say that I love my seniors. When I came to Mississippi, I came here with 3 volunteer services. I volunteered at the We Go Ministry, I volunteered at the Crisis Prevention Hotline, and I volunteered as director of the after school program for 3rd and 4th graders. Now, mind you, I'm an escrow. 3rd and 4th graders, that was a challenge. I'm not an educator. I did not know that they talk 50 million times. They tell everything. They ask 50 million questions. So I'm saying, I'm coming home with Nicole, what is this? So I had to say the same expectations, my daughters, my grandkids, your expectations are high. I'm not going to settle for anything less, because I'm in Mississippi, high expectation, and that's what I expected of them, and that's what they fulfilled on it. So as I'm coming, I'm going to cut it short too, because Robin, you know, I can talk. But I just say the Plexus turned my life around, just completely around. It made my health issues fall to the wayside because I was obedient. I took it into my hands to say that, Judy, face your health issues head on. Take your supplements, do your exercise, change your eating habits. Lean played an important part in my life when the pandemic started, because I said, I cannot eat 3 meals a day and do a little snacking too and not expect to gain weight. So I'm going to bring lean in as a complete meal substitute, and that was fine. Now I turned around, and I'm going to cut this even short, but 2 weeks ago, I have 2 daughters, and they got together and they said, we're going to do a road trip. I'm saying, a road trip? So who's the babysitter? Oh, you are. So I'm babysitting 7 grandkids, mind you. 17, 13, 11, 10, 5, and 2 3-year-olds. Okay. So now I'm putting on this mommy hat again back, and now I made 70 in August. I'm putting on this mommy hat again. So my theory was, I always organize, and Plexus always put into my mind, organize. So I'm organized. 17-year-old, you drop her, the 13-year-old off at school, you come back. 3 here for, they were doing virtual learning. Now I've got the 3-year-old, the 2 3-year-olds and the 5-year-old, they're on their tablets. You're going to do color cards, and the other you're going to do your reading. Now I've got 5 loads of clothes I got to wash, because the kids, you watching every day, not once, 3 or 4 times every day. Then I had to plan a menu. What am I going to cook for 3 meals for 6 days? So, I mean, Plexus, I had my lean, I had my active, and I had my pink drink every morning on the counter, ready to start my day off. And I thank you, Plexus, because you helped me just to play the mommy role all over again for those 6 days. I would have been lost without it. So I thank you, Robin, for giving me the platform to reach out to seniors. That please, seniors, I'm not talking about anybody else. I don't mean to step on anybody's toes about the millenniums out there, but I relate to the seniors because I'm a senior. So Don't let anybody tell you can't do it. Plexus can turn your life around, and you can do it too. So with that being said, that's it.
Judy, oh my goodness. I don't know about y'all, but like the grandkids are probably trying to keep up with Judy. Like all 7 of the grandkids are probably trying to keep up with you, dear. That was incredible. You really touched on so many different aspects of mom life, grandmom life. Like you were speaking all the words, like having to do a bunch of laundry, doing virtual school, having to stay in quarantine. Eating 3 meals a day is not going to work if you plan on maintaining or losing any weight. So incorporating that lean was so incredibly important. And that active, it's second to none. And obviously the triplex, I know you're on that. So thank you so much, Judy, for sharing your testimony. I'm sure it will touch so many women, particularly our seasoned saints. So we just appreciate you so much for sharing tonight. Okay. Next up, we have an awesome new ambassador. I can't wait to hear her testimony because I don't know anything about her testimony, but I know that she is on fire for Plexus. So I'm going to go ahead and have you unmute yourself. This is Chancy. And Chancy, go ahead and tell us where you're from, how long you've been doing Plexus, and give us your Mombie testimony.
Okay, well, I'm out here in Plano, Texas. Hey, Texas.
Hey.
I have been, taking Plexus products for going on 8 months now, but I just started doing the business 2 months ago. And Plexus really has changed my life. Few people on here do know me, but I'm generally very quiet and very reserved. I've always lacked a lot of confidence. So Plexus has really helped me to take a step forward and really getting to know the Chancy here. So I'm really thankful for that. But I can tell you though, before Plexus, I was pretty much a zombie, Mombie, whatever words you want to call it, because I remember actually working a full-time job, serving in my church, running around and helping neighbors out. I mean, I'm over here representing a single woman because you know what? Everybody goes, hey, you're single, come help us out. You know, so, and people did, they take advantage of that. They're like, you give us the extra hands. So I'm out here helping everybody else out. And I was exhausted. I would literally find ways at the end of my workday just to get a power nap in, just so I can finish the rest of my evening with whatever else I had to go and do. And then the weekends, I was living for those naps on the weekends. And I mean, I couldn't wait till Saturday and Sunday when I can come home and rest for a couple hours and take that nap. But now it's like, I literally can't remember the last time I took a nap because I'm like, I have so much energy. I sleep so well at night that I wake up feeling refreshed, and I don't have to feel like I need to schedule in a power nap anymore anywhere or take a nap on the weekends, which is really great. I feel like my brain is just like high capacity functioning lately. It's just insane. I've been able to absorb books like I've never been able to absorb books, which is really awesome. I mean, on top of that, had other things that just started changing in my life that I didn't even know was going on. And not until I started talking to other people and I'm like, oh my gosh, this changed. You know, I'm like, I had ongoing lady issues off and on for a couple of years. And I worked for a urologist who was constantly trying to give me tips to improve everything. And once I started doing Plexus, literally all those issues stopped. Like I hadn't had an episode since, and I have been so grateful for that. On top of that, I have this energy like none other. Like I've always loved being active and doing fitness. But the crazy thing is I could never run. And I wanted to run so bad, but I couldn't figure out what was wrong with me. It was like I'd always would freak out about running. I was having a hard time breathing. I didn't have the mobility that I needed to be able to run. And a month ago, I signed up for the boot camp and I'm running. I can run today. I've never been able to run in my entire adult life. I feel like a kid all over again. And it's just the most amazing feeling ever. I've also been able to experience weight loss. I looked at a picture the other day of my birthday in January, and you can see a huge difference between my face. My face was so swollen from inflammation, and now it's looking so much trimmer. So I mean, it's just like a big, huge shift there. I've also been with people who's kind of dealt with some depression and anxiety. So it's just like being able to believe in myself or getting up out of bed, doing anything sometimes is always a struggle. Or it just standing in my way so much. I actually have found that ever since I started taking Vital Biome, seriously, y'all, I will preach about Vital Biome until I die because that stuff really has helped me to be more confident. It has literally, I don't know what it was, but I can't think of negative thoughts about myself anymore. Like I feel like they're all completely gone. Like I feel like there's nothing standing in my way anymore. And it's just been the most amazing thing ever. And just having the focus to do the things that I love. Like I never thought possible I could love something so much like this. I mean, people are saying, well, it's a business, it's work. Like, how can you love it that much? I just do. I can't explain it. I just do. And all I know is I'm willing to do what I can to make sure that I don't lose Plexus in my life. I have never, ever in my life experienced what I have experienced with the relationships that I've been building and the people that I've been connecting with, the things that I've just been people are pouring into me to help me to learn and grow. And it's just been absolutely amazing. It is nothing like I've ever experienced before, because I have actually did a couple other platforms many years ago, and it's nothing like this. Like, I remember telling one of my friends, I said, yeah, I remember working for one place, and I'm not going to say their names, but I did it for 5 years and I didn't make any money. Like, literally didn't make anything. Like, I remember selling $500 of products, and all I could buy was maybe a meal from McDonald's or Taco Bell afterwards. And I'm like, that's really not enough. And I'm like, and what little business I have done, I literally am like going, I had enough money to pay a bill one day. Like, I was like going, that's insane. I mean, that is so amazing to see how just in a short few months of just doing some stuff, I was able to finally, have a little money there to show what I'm doing with my business. So it was really exciting. So I always want to tell everybody, it's like, if you're still on the edge of your seat about not sure about Plexus, you just do it. You just got to jump in there and do it. I mean, you're not in it alone, and no one's going to let you drown. We're all here to help you, support you, encourage you. I mean, it's the most amazing thing ever. So, and I am just thankful that I said yes. And I'm just thankful that I had a friend that helped me start learning the ropes and just getting out there. So thank you.
Oh my word, Chancy, this is amazing. I love your energy and your spirit. It is just contagious. So let me ask you this. You said that you started taking the products 8 months ago, but you started sharing 2 months ago. What was the hesitation those first 6 months? Talk to us a little bit about that and what made you get over it.
I think for like a lot of people, it's, you get this thing of, well, who's going to listen to me? Who's going to take me seriously? Who do I know would be interested in the product? Who would want to join? I mean, it's just a lot of things. It's scary at first, because like all you're thinking is the whole world's going to come at you and say no. And I think but because when I started diving in, I actually started asking for book recommendations, because I love to read, and I find that reading does help me a lot. And I've had some really great recommendations. I have read 4 books already in the last 2 months that have really helped me a lot. One of my favorites, which I'm going to recommend to everybody, is the Go for No. Seriously, that will change your entire mentality about how to go about your business. Like, I have a retail history, and I remember, was able to relate to one of the stories in there. And I know I've shared this with somebody else before, but how in a moment, the character in the book had mentioned how he's in here selling suits in a suit department, makes this big sale, and he's thinking his boss is going to be impressed. And his boss comes up to him, and his boss isn't phased. And his boss says to him, "What did they say no to?" And he's like, "What do you mean?" He doesn't understand. He's like, he said no, yes, this to all this, but his boss kept asking, "Well, what did he say no to?" And he goes, "Well, nothing." And what makes you think he was done? And that like hit me like a ton of bricks. Like, I'm like, yes, that's when I have to keep going. That's why I have to keep sharing. That's why I got to constantly keep reaching out until somebody officially says, "No, I'm done." That's just how it has to be. So I'm excited just to keep going and to see what's in store and what's in front of me.
Oh, Chancy, you are a diamond, my dear. You just keep moving forward. Keep with the personal growth. I cannot tell you how much your contagious spirit, just to learn and grow and expand your mindset, and then create a ripple effect of change with those around you, how much that is going to take you in this business, but also in your life. And so I've just been inspired by your story, and I so appreciate you sharing with us tonight. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right. Oh my goodness. Do y'all see why I enjoy these Thursday calls? They're always so amazingly inspiring and continue to keep me going. I've been doing this over 7 years. And so this never gets old, y'all. It never, ever, ever gets old. So we're going to end our call tonight with one of my personal besties. This is my girlfriend, Raya Moore. She joined me a little over a year ago. We were college classmates, and I'm excited for her to share her Mombie story. Take it away, my dear.
Thank you, Robin. I don't know, going after Chancy, I'm like, maybe I should have written down some bullet points like you always suggest, Robin, but I always kind of go off the cuff. So
This week, girl.
But thank you. I will try my best to keep it at 5 minutes. But hello, everyone. My name is Raya Moore, like Robin said, and I am gosh, I am an extremely grateful and blessed and thankful diamond ambassador with Plexus. So, and I'll share my story, my Mombie story. So I have 3 kiddos, and they are 13. They both have birthday. My oldest 2 have birthdays in October. That's why I hesitate. I do know my children's age, kind of. That's why I hesitated. They're 13, 9, and 4. The 3 girls. So it's always exciting in our household. But also, y'all, I am an Enneagram 2. So I cannot say no to anybody. And I am addicted to volunteering. And I know that has contributed to my Mombie, but I'm the Girl Scout troop leader, the homeroom mom, March of Dimes mom, ambassador. And just I love this stuff. I get energy from it and I love it, but I do a lot. I don't know how to say no, and I don't like saying no. It makes me happy to help other people. So that has contributed to my Mombie. And when I first started with Plexus, y'all, I actually had my husband would travel and still does when he can, but would be gone Monday through Thursday. And my oldest daughter, 3 days a week, we would be at Texas Children's because she had physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy, and at one time feeding therapy also. And I had, my 2 other kids too. She's my oldest. And I was just exhausted, y'all. But I was still doing all the things. I mean, all the things. And I remember telling my husband, I just don't feel myself. And I'm no exaggeration, y'all. I think I said that for like 3 years straight. I was like, I just don't feel myself. And one day he was like, well, Raya, maybe yourself is like your new self. Maybe you just need to stop saying you don't feel yourself and just, this is your new self. And I'm like, no. When he said that, I was like, absolutely not. No, I'm not going to just, go for this. And I wanted a change. And I'm also a Pilates instructor. We do clean eating. We grow food in our backyard. I'm really focused on, just what we put into our bodies, a chemical-free, non-toxic household. And I still felt like, I felt horrible, y'all. I was exhausted all the time. I had this brain fog all the time, headaches. I would be tired all day, but you couldn't go to sleep. So I would be up at night. I'd lay down in my bed and just couldn't sleep. And I'm looking at it's 3 a.m., it's 4 a.m. Lord, I have to wake up in a couple hours. And again, always having a husband that's traveling, having a child with special needs, and having to always be at Texas Children's, y'all. And I'm so thankful for Robin. I'm so thankful that she let me know this. Oh, and I also had an overactive thyroid, which makes you very tired, exhausted, very tired with overactive thyroid. And I just, y'all, on me because she followed up me for a long time, if you know that story. So I started Plexus, and it was just a game changer. It was a game changer. And I started telling all my mom friends, like literally the first people I started reaching out to were moms. And I'm like, I got to tell all the moms about this. It was my special needs moms group and my moms, it just not moms, period. Because I'm like, y'all, this is like my savior. So I'm getting rest. I'm not snappy at my kids. I am back to the old me. I don't have to be like, okay, this is the new, I have to accept this new normal. No, I'm back to the old Raya. And I like that. And I have that energy, and I'm still doing all the things as much as I can during coronavirus, but I'm not exhausted. And I feel good. I look better. I feel better. People are like, oh, Raya, you look like you're, aging backwards and you look younger. And I've had people reach out to me about Plexus strictly from my pictures, because they're like, I need whatever you're doing because you don't look as tired as you used to. I'm like, okay, thanks. I don't know if is that a compliment, but thank you. Okay. And I feel amazing, y'all, but not just that. I'm able to give to my kids what I want to. And I'm able to be that mom that I want to be. And I am that mom. Like, you call me a helicopter mom, I am not offended. Okay. I'm like, what's the problem? Okay. Like, I'm not offended at all. Like, I'm just that mom. And my husband always says the only difference between my wife and a bulldog when it comes to the kids is that my wife wears lipstick. Because when it comes to my children, and I'll take that as a compliment, when it comes to my children, I do not play. And I'm just that mom, and I can be that mom and just still be and feel good and not feel worn down, y'all, and just not feel worn down and be present. I'm present. And also, y'all, it has changed our family. This Plexus has not only changed our life, but it's health-wise. but it's just changed our future, and it's changed financially what we can do. I mentioned my daughter who was always at Texas Children's. We're in Katy, Texas, and I've been able to pay off her medical bills, y'all. And there was one year she's had 8 major surgeries, and one year our out of pocket was like $59,000, and that was after insurance. And when you get hit with that and you're not expecting it, it's like, when is this going to come to an end? And y'all, I've been able to pay that off. I have a Plexus Lexus now. So not only have I paid off our medical bills, I don't have a car note. I've earned my Plexus Lexus. And y'all, also though, I'm able to just, enjoy right now, even throughout all this. And my anxiety level is not on a 10. And I have 3 kiddos at home, and we're a high risk family because my oldest has a chronic lung disease, and she has a GI issues. Some of her intestines removed. And we all know what's out there right now. And those are the 2 things that it attacks: your lungs and your GI system. So we don't go anywhere. Okay. We don't go anywhere. And I'm not going crazy. I don't have I don't have that level of anxiety. So I'm just so thankful. And Chancy mentioned something also. Chancy, I have also paid off when I tried to do something else back in the day and racked up like $1,000 on a credit card bill. I've also paid off that with Plexus. So Plexus has helped me come back from so many things, and I just love it. I could go on and on. I will stop talking, but I am no longer a Mombie. Robin, I have to say one more thing. This is the one bullet point I wrote down and I did not say it. Okay. My 4-year-old, when she was 2 years old, she used to always say, "I'm so tired. I'm so tired." And I would say, "Andy James, what are you talking? You're so tired. Like, where are you getting that from? You're not so tired." And she would just say, "I'm so tired." And then my middle daughter said, "Mommy, because that's what you always say when we get in the car." And I was like, "I do?" And she said, "Yeah, every morning we get in the car, you sit down and you go, 'I'm so tired.'" And I didn't realize I was saying that. And last year, she's 4 now, but I've been in Plexus about 6 or so months when I heard her saying, "I'm so happy. I'm so happy." And she doesn't say, "I'm so tired" anymore. She just says, "I'm so happy. I'm so happy." And I realized that, like, I was saying "I'm so tired" out loud so many times that my 2-year-old was repeating that. And now by the time she was 3, she wasn't saying "I'm so tired" anymore. And she was saying "I'm so happy." And it's just that right there was like, it's just, they're watching, they're there. I didn't even realize I was like saying that. But anyways, so I'm no longer a Mombie. I don't think I'm a Mombie anymore. I'm gonna be quiet now for real. I promise.
What a way to end this call, though. I mean, that's what this call was about, right? It's about us making some decisions for ourselves so that we can be better examples for the people around us, the people who we care about the most. And I just love that you were able to pick up on that, Raya, that you saw that your youngest baby is noticing and hearing you say something over and over because our kids are watching us. They're watching what we say and what we do at every moment, right? And so the fact that you now have rewritten your story, and so now sweet Angie James is running around talking about, "I'm happy, I'm happy." What a sweet gift. So I cannot tell you how much I appreciate listening and hearing these new testimonies every single week, guys. If you know someone who would benefit from this recording, I will post it at some point soon. Y'all hold me to that. And I'm just glad for those of you who, all 73 of you who hopped on live tonight. If you were invited by someone, a friend or a family member, they invited you because they actually really care about your well-being and your health more than anything. And so you have nothing to lose. We have a 60-day money-back guarantee. Absolutely recommend that you try these products for your health or for the health of someone you love. So thank you so much for hopping on our Mombie call tonight. You guys have a great rest of your week and a happy Halloween. Bye, everybody.
Bye, Robin. Thank you.
Bye. Thank you. Bye.